Hey guys, so it is Sunday. It is time for the Hurricane Ida disaster relief print sale. And as you've seen, I hope, I've got 21 prints that we're going to sell today. 50% of the sales, that is not 50% of the profits, but 50% of your purchase price is going to go to support the Louisiana Southern Baptist disaster relief efforts that are ongoing in the Hurricane Ida region, which really just starts right here and goes all the way into Mississippi. And the devastation is terrible. And we'll talk a little bit more about what that organization does. But you know, it's really simple how this is going to work. So I'm going to talk about the prints. Each one's going to have a number, and there is a link in the post description. All you have to do is click on that link, and you can go. You can see the print. You can see the pricing, the details on it, and you can just do an instant buy. Hey Deborah, how are you? Good to have you with us. And so we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started. And I'm happy to say this, that you know, my previous collectors, I went ahead and sent an email out to them yesterday, giving them a sneak peek, first dibs, and 2 prints have already been sold. And so as we go through, we'll talk about those prints. But all you have to do is just go to the post description, click on that link, go there. When you buy that print, there's only one of each. When you buy that print, it will be marked as sold, and again, 50% of your purchase price is going to go directly to the Louisiana Southern Baptist disaster relief efforts. Each print will be hand signed, and shipping's included. And so this is a great opportunity for us to come together and raise some money for those who are really hurting in you know, in the wake of Hurricane Ida. It is terrible, y'all. And so so let's go ahead and get started. The first print we're going to talk about is from the swamp, and it is number 1. It is Festive Henderson. This is a 16 by 20 inch satin fine art paper print. It is backed on styrene. It is hand signed in the corner, and the purchase price for this is $176 hand signed. Normally, guys, hand signing is a premium product, and so that's being thrown in with this deal. And so for $176 you can own this beautiful print, hand signed. It's ready to be put in the frame of your choice, shipping included. And so if you love the swamps, if you love Festive Henderson, this is in the fall. It's just a gorgeous time to be in the swamp. This is at Henderson Swamp between Baton Rouge and Lafayette, sort of on the edge of the Hurricane Ida impact zone, and it's just one of my favorite prints. We're going to have another version of this on metal later, but this is number 1. This is Hurricane Ida. This is Festive Henderson fine art paper. Again, this is number 1. There's 2 versions of this. So if you want the frame ready print, look for number 1. Again, $176. Half of your purchase price will go to hurricane disaster relief. All right, let's move on to number 2. Number 2 is Brasstown Bald Mist. This is one of my fan favorites. I've posted this a number of times. I've sold it a number of times, and man, look at that. It is just a gorgeous print. This was taken from the Brasstown Bald Observatory. It's the highest point in Georgia, And just look at all of that detail, that beautiful morning light that was cutting through the mist. It was an amazing morning to be there. This is a 12 by 18 inch satin fine art paper print. Again, backed on styrene. That's my choice when I order prints for myself. Ready to be put in the frame of your choice. The purchase price for this, again, is $176. Half of that will go to the Louisiana Southern Baptist Disaster Relief. And so this is beautiful. If you love sunrises, if you love the mountains, no matter where you are, this is a print that you'd love to have on your wall. It's hand signed. And it's $176. This is print number 2. Again, just go to the link in the post description, and you can purchase that. And guys, I will be checking my phone periodically. It's not that I'm ignoring y'all. I'm trying to keep up with any sales, just to make sure that that I can give a shout out as sales are made. And I'm excited to see what we can do. All right, print number 3. Oh, this is a good one. Okay, so this is one of my favorites. I bought this for my studio. It's been hanging behind me when I do videos. So if you've watched any of my videos, you've seen it. It's going to take me just a second to get it down. Okay. This is number 3. It is Spirit of the Swamp. This print is actually one that my fans named, and I cannot recall who came up with the great name Spirit of the Swamp. But I put this out for a naming contest a couple of years ago, I guess, and one of my followers came up with it, and it's perfect. It is deep in the Atchafalaya Basin swamp, again during the fall, so you've got that beautiful fall color. You've got this lone tree sitting out away from the forest. It is let me make sure I've got the specs right, a 36 by 24 inch canvas gallery wrap. Beautiful museum quality canvas. It is a 1.5 inch wrap. Just gorgeous black edges. Where's my signature? Signed in the corner. Man, if you want to make a statement, this is a great one to do that with. Spirit of the Swamps. Number 3, go to the link, click on it, scroll down to number 3, and the purchase price for this is $738. And again, just like the rest of these prints today, half will go to disaster relief to help those who've been hurt and recovering from Hurricane Ida. Beautiful, beautiful canvas gallery wrap. All right, put that right there. Let me tell you a little bit about, thank you, Christine. Let me tell you a little bit about the Louisiana Southern Baptist Relief Program. It's a wonderful program. I have MTA, who, by the way, is behind the computer helping me out today. She won't be on camera, guys. But the Louisiana Southern Baptist Disaster Relief is a group of volunteers, and they really pull from all over the country. There will be teams coming into Louisiana from all over the country.
They're here now.
They are here now, and they are, good point, and they are providing just all kinds of services to those who were hit the hardest by Hurricane Ida. And so the things that they are doing, they are tarping roofs, they're cutting trees. You would not, man, you can't imagine how many trees are down. If you are familiar with tornadoes and the damage they can do, think of that damage on, 100-mile scale. I mean, it's really from Baton Rouge, Louisiana to the state line of Mississippi, the entire toe of the boot. And so they're tarpon roofs, they're cutting trees, they're mucking out homes, helping gut homes, prepping for rebuild. They provide shower trailers, which is cool. Guys, it's been, the heat index has been over 100 every day here, and so imagine living in that with no air conditioning, no electricity in that most of that area. It's coming back very, very slowly. A lot of places, I saw a graphic today that there's more utility poles down during this event than any other that Entergy Louisiana, which is the largest electrical provider in Louisiana, has ever dealt with. Bigger than Katrina, okay? And so when you hear New Orleans is coming back, guys, don't think that means that everybody's coming back. New Orleans was 90 miles away. They were damaged. You know, those homes were without electricity. But the biggest need is between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, both north and south of Lake Pontchartrain. It's amazing. And so there, you know, if you're out there in those temperatures, it's nice to get a shower. They bring in trailers to provide full service drop-off laundry services. And I just think that is the coolest thing. If you have been hit, you drop off your laundry, it's laundered, folded up real nice, and given back to you. And so they're doing all that kind of stuff, feeding people, providing water. And so that's what I am donating half of all of these sales to support those efforts. I've worked with them, and so I know what they do. And we just sold another one. Let me look.
Oh.
Andrea Shaw, thank you so much. Andrea has purchased. I'm blanking here. I'm so excited. Brasstown Bald Mists, and so let me show you again what she's getting. She's getting this very nice 12 by 18 inch satin fine art paper print backed on styrene. Thank you, Andrea. What you got, MTA?
Miss Pam Cosby said your feed has been freezing up.
Uh-oh. Okay, guys. So please, thanks for letting me know that, Miss Pam. Please hang tight, because we got electricity the day after this storm came through. We were some of the really fortunate ones. One of the biggest problems we're having is internet, and so please just be patient, wait through the delays, and if you have any questions, if you've missed something, I'm going to post this. You can go back and watch it, or you can, post a comment. MTA is watching it.
Donna Hub said hers is working fine.
Hey Donna, how are you? MTA just said hi. She didn't want to talk, but she's going to say hi to you, Donna. And so I appreciate everything. Just please be patient with us. We came out of this really well in terms of us personally, but there are still some challenges, and internet service has been one of those, and so if it freezes and I need to repeat something, let me know, please. If you missed something or have a question, post it, and MTA is going to interrupt me and let me know. All right, let's move on and look at the next print. Okay, so the next print is rhododendrons on the Nantahala River, and man, look, MTA and I both have great memories here. Where are we? Up here. All right, so this is rhododendrons on the Nantahala River. This was taken at one of our favorite places to camp, Standing Indian Campground outside of Franklin, North Carolina, in sort of that southern Smoky Mountains, the Nantahala Mountains. And man, look at these rhododendrons were in full bloom when we were there. We kept crossing over this, and MTA was tired of me taking pictures, but I convinced her to let me take this. And honestly, it's just one of my favorite mountain scenes. ever, because it's just so tranquil and serene, and it's just gorgeous. I can just see myself sitting right here, just sort of wilding away today as the Nantahala eases by me. It is a 16 by 24 inch canvas gallery wrap. Again, 1.5 inch black sides, and wonderful, wonderful. Now this one, all of the canvas come ready to hang. This one has a backing on it. This was something I was looking at. I've since decided not to go that route, because what that means is two hangers, one on each side instead of the wire, and honestly nobody sees the back and it doesn't mean anything. So but it is ready to hang. It'll have nails and everything for the wall. 24 by 16 inch canvas gallery wrap of rhododendrons on the Nantahala. Beautiful, beautiful print. It's been hanging in my studio for a couple of years now, reminding me of this trip. If you would like to purchase this, just go to the link in the post description, scroll down to number 4, and the price on this is $398. And again, that includes shipping. Half goes to the Louisiana Southern Baptist Disaster Relief. Okay, so rhododendrons on the Nantahala, number 4. Okay. Careful, careful. Let's see what's up next. Up next is, if you see me squinting, it's because I don't have my readers on. Cypress in black and white. So, for those of y'all just tuning in, my previous purchasers, my collectors, got a first peek at the sale yesterday. This is one that sold, and I just want to give a shout out to Dan Trickett for purchasing this. This is cypress in black and white. It is a beautiful cypress tree on Lake Maurepas. It was on a really foggy day, and so you can barely see the horizon. It looks like that tree's just sort of floating there in that water. It's a really cool black and white photo. We're going to have another version of this in color. That is on another day. But this is actually taken at my favorite sunrise spot on Lake Maurepas, and it's a tree that it took me a while to figure out what to do with, but that was just so cool. And so it's hand signed.
You have a sad face about that one being sold from a couple.
Oh, Andrea.
and Christiana.
Okay. Well, I tell you, we'll talk. I'll message both of y'all, but keep your eye open for something else that y'all would like, and I'll message both of y'all. So again, this is let me get my dimensions right just to make sure. Yep, 11 by 14 inch satin fine art paper, backed on styrene, ready to go in the frame of Dan's choice, and it'll be heading to Dan shortly. And the cost for this was $101, I believe. Yeah, $101, and half of that's going to go to disaster relief. All right. What are we on here?
Christiana said she just bought the other black and white.
I love to hear that. Christiana. Let me see what you bought here. Let's go.
I think I'm saying her name correctly.
Christiana. Give us a thumbs up if we're saying that right, Christiana. And so we have now. Well, let's see what we've sold here. Let me put my readers on, y'all, so I can see what we've got. That's a mystery bundle. Let's see about this. Okay, here we go, Christiana. Oh, yeah, Blind River Fall. Beautiful, beautiful. I love to hear that. I appreciate that, Christiana. Your money's going to go to a really good cause, and so it's exciting to know that not only are you helping, with disaster relief, but I'm going to have a print on your wall. That excites me, guys. Okay. And I'll show that print off in just a bit when I get down to it, Christiana. All right, Foggy Buffalo River. Where are we? Yep. Okay, this is another 12 by 18 inch satin fine art paper print on styrene, hand signed, and it is, or was created along the Buffalo River in the Ozarks, in the Arkansas Ozarks, and man, what a beautiful morning. So here's the backstory on this. I was actually in the middle of 7 weeks on the road, I think, MTA, late last year, working with Bassmaster, shooting tournaments, bass fishing tournaments for them. I'd taken my camper, and I was on the way from Alabama, I guess, I don't know, over to Oklahoma, I believe, Oklahoma or Texas. They all ran together. But I stayed a couple of days at Buffalo Point Campground in the Buffalo River, National River area. And, you know, the Buffalo River was the first national river in the country. And so I got there late one evening, set up, it was dark, I was dead tired, I'd driven several hundred miles. I turned in, I woke up the next morning, didn't even set an alarm, just opened the door, and it was fogged in, and I hightailed it down to the river, and this is one of the photos, this is my favorite. And you have fog up here in the trees, but great detail of that iconic Buffalo River cliff face with that you know, nice placid tranquil water right there with a nice, you know, pebbly beach. So if you want this, if you love the Ozarks, if you love the mountains, you love streams, this is for you. It's a 12 by 18 inch satin fine art paper print, and the cost for this is $176. Half of that toward disaster relief, shipping included. Just go to the link, go down to number, what are we on, MTA? Number 6, and all of them have the names, and you'll be able to see the photos. So be sure you're on the photo you want, and that one will be sent to you, shipping free. All right. I'm excited, guys, here's my goal for this, is I want to write a big check to the Louisiana Southern Baptist Relief, because here's I'm just going to go on and tell y'all, if you did the math, you'll know this. Half of the sales, total sales, are going to Louisiana Southern Baptist Disaster Relief. That would mean a $3,300 check going to that organization to help them with their disaster relief work after Hurricane Ida. And man, I'm hoping that y'all help me write that check, because it's a worthwhile organization. The need is great, and I love teaming with people to do more than I can do on my own. So, all right, let's move on. We're going to talk about this is an interesting one, and it sort of shows the evolution of me as a photographer. And so let me grab it real quick. So this is Buy-in Time. It is a is it 8 by 10, I think? 12 by 8. It is a 12 by 8 canvas gallery wrap, again, 1.5 inch black sides. Really a nice sort of, not really abstract, just sort of a artsy view of the keyboard on an old Remington typewriter. For those who don't know, in my past life I was a writer, and so I sort of like this one. This one's been hanging on my studio wall. It is hand signed, as all of them, ready to hang. And I don't really do this much anymore. In fact, this one's not even on my gallery. You know, I've really turned to doing mainly nature, you know, landscape photos, along with a little cityscape, you know, architectural stuff. But this was one day, MTA and I were looking at a junk shop, and I had a camera with me, and I took this. I don't even know where the file is. I couldn't put it on the gallery if I wanted to, and so this would be a one of a kind. It's a one-off. You cannot get this from my gallery. If you have any interest in writing or just sort of a cool old vintage artsy look, Buying Times for You. That's number 7, 12 by 8 canvas gallery wrap, and I'm selling this one because it's not available, and I'm just going to sell it for $75. And so if you're interested in that, you know, just go to the link, scroll down to number 7, Buying Time, 12 by 8 canvas gallery wrap. Yeah, Andre, isn't it different? It's I mean, I like it, you know, but I'm a writer, so. All right. Okay, I've been waiting for this one. My absolute favorite sunset ever. Sunset over Lake Oahe. I think it may be Lake Oahe. Sunset is the actual name of it. And this is, okay, it's a 24 by 16. The name is Sunset over Lake Oahe. This was the most amazing sunset I've ever seen. I saw it. I was in South Dakota in 2018 with Bassmaster, and one evening the owner of the pheasant camp where the team I work with was staying took me to an area of their ranch that is on the banks of Lake Oahe. And sorry about that. I thought I had silenced my phone. And and so he took me out. These stones, there's some stones here that I don't know how well you can see it on camera. Yeah, you can see them. Those are actually stones from old fire rings from Plains Indians, and so it's a really cool place. And as the sun approached the horizon, man, it just lit up. I mean, just sent this color all through those clouds, and I was getting eaten alive by mosquitoes right then, and I forgot all about the mosquitoes. Just amazing. So 24 by 16, yep, 24 by 16 canvas gallery wrap. Again, this is 1.5 inches. It's a white border on the sides. Again, just I was doing some tests. This has been hanging in my living room. That's how much I love this one. Hand signed, ready to go on somebody's wall. The price for this is $300. Was that right? Yep, $398. And I would love to send this to you. So.
They're liking your stories.
Good. I'm glad y'all like the backstories. MTA tells me I talk too much, guys. You know, I've never been accused of that, right? But, you know, I love the backstories. Every one of these prints, for me, has a backstory. And what I love about fine art photography prints is that they spark memories. Sometimes they're memories for me because I've been there. But I get people all the time who say, oh, I love that picture because it reminds me of when and then they tell me a story. And it may not be when they were at that spot, but it just reminds them of something. I love that about fine art photography prints. And so this is Sunset over Lake Oahe, my favorite sunset print in my gallery. I've got a lot of good ones, but this one, probably because of the memories, is one of the best. And so, you got her laughing, Christiana. You're right. Yeah, sometimes I wonder if she's listening to me. And by the way, she's the one back there hitting the love and likes and stuff. And so, she feels the pain of me because, unfortunately, I pretty much talk like this all the time. All right, this next one. Hold on, this is a special one. And I've got a backstory, believe it or not, for this one. This is a view of the New Orleans French Quarter, but one that I've only seen one other person have the view, and his was a little different than mine. This is, let me make sure I get this right. Yep. The name of this print is Washington Artillery Park. And so this is a view of the French Quarter, the center of the French Quarter, from Washington Artillery Park. And so you see Jack's Brewery here, and you see St. Louis Cathedral, you know, in Jackson Square there, and this is the park itself. And so here's the backstory. So in 2016 or so, I don't know, way back, I got an invite to meet some photographers in the French Quarter before daylight. Had never met these guys, and I took them up on the offer, and so there were 3 of us lined up right here taking pictures of St. Louis Cathedral, and I look around for the 4th one, and I don't know where he is. I finally find him, and he's back shooting a scene of the French Quarters with you know, the artillery park there in the foreground, and so I didn't do it then because I didn't want to run back and stand next to him, but I went back later and I took this pano of the French Quarter with, you know, from that vantage point, and man, I love it. Now, this one is, it's not a satin metal print, it is a glossy metal print, but it's a metal print. I mean, the depth and detail on this, just amazing. And let me see what the dimensions are. It is, yeah, it's a big one. It's 12 by 48. And if you love New Orleans, guys, y'all can put this on your wall, and there's not going to be many people with this view. And so it's a wonderful, wonderful piece. It comes ready to hang, no framing needed, just like the canvas gallery wraps. And I just got a ding, let me see. Okay, that was a payment coming through from, and so so 12 by 48 inches, a beautiful metal print, and the price for this is $519.99. This is number, what do you got? Number 9. Scroll down to number 9, Washington Artillery Park. Just a wonderful, unique view of the New Orleans French Quarter. If you love the New Orleans French Quarter, here you go. This is for you, and I'd love to send that to you. Again, shipping is included, and half of that purchase price is going to Hurricane Ida disaster relief. Okay, so do we have anything we need to talk about, MTA?
No, not right now.
Okay, just sort of looking. Okay, all right, and so I'm going to take another quick break, give y'all just a little bit of a break from looking at prints and trying to remember all that, and I'm just going to really quickly again talk about what we're raising money for. Hurricane Ida came through a week ago now. I mean, a week ago right now, MTA and I were waiting for the eye to pass right here. We were in the western edge of the west eye wall for a couple of hours, and man, the devastation's incredible. Communities like Homa and Thibodaux and Raceland, not to even talk about Grand Isle, that was pretty much obliterated. You know, all of those towns down in southeast Louisiana, I mean, the damage is incredible. I have not been able to go down there. The fuel situation just makes it such that we can't do a lot of driving. We have to husband our resources because it sounds like the gas situation might be stabilizing a little bit, but I mean, there were like 1975 era gas lines. It was terrible. And so, but I've talked to some people who've been down there, and the devastation's incredible. And so, again, we're raising money that's going to go boots on the ground to an organization that I trust and have worked with. I know where that money's going to go, and so that's what we're raising money for. Louisiana Southern Baptist Disaster Relief efforts. Wonderful, wonderful organization. All right, let me do a quick check and just make sure we don't have any other sales to talk about. Looks like we're up to date. The next one on my list is a print that's been hanging right over my desk that I see all day, every day, because I love it. I love a sunrise and sunset. And this print, make sure I get it, yep, sunrise on St. John's River is really a favorite print of mine. And so again, I was, you hear me talk about Bassmaster a lot because they keep me on the road. I was on the road with Bassmaster in Palatka, Florida. Woke up early one morning, sort of hanging out, waiting for the day to get started with Bassmaster. And this is right behind my hotel, which was on the banks of the river, and so Ryan, I appreciate. Hey Ryan, how are you? I'm glad you joined us. Ryan, this is satin metal. I know you love those satin metals. And as the sun came up, I really wasn't sure how much color there would be, because when I got out there, I couldn't see any clouds, and just as it came up, these clouds just sort of came in perfectly. And man, look at that. You got palm trees, you got an incredible sunrise. This is really, really early in the morning. You got the Palatka Bridge behind it, the remains of some old piers. It's got everything. If you love to fish or you love sunrises, this is it. And so this is sunrise on the St. John's River. It is a 24, yeah, looks like a 16 by 24 inch satin metal. Okay, so this is satin metal, guys, and you see there is just a tad of reflection, but if I bring it in here, you can see just how little that is. And it is my personal favorite print medium. What's Ryan say? Yep. So Ryan's got some of my satin metals, and he loves them, and I really appreciate all of the orders, Ryan, and it's awesome to know that they're hanging in Idaho. So this is sunrise on St. John's River, 16 by 24 inch satin metal. The price for this is $341, guys. You can't beat that. $341. It comes ready to hang, a great, hard metal hanger. And look, all of these metals, they have about a 1 inch, offset from the wall. And so it's a really cool contemporary look. Looks like they're just sort of floating on the wall. I love them. I love the detail and the colors in these satin metals. $341. This can be heading your way. All right, again, go to the link in the post description. All right, what's up next? Number 11, Lake Maurepas in pastels. Okay. So we saw Dan Trickett's black and white photo of this exact tree. Now look at that. This is the same tree that's in black, cypress in black and white that Dan Trickett purchased. look at this. This is the color version. I was out, cool story. This again, favorite swamp sunrise spot on the edge of Lake Marpole. I was standing about waist deep in water, and this tree's been driving me crazy because I knew it was cool. I knew I could do something with it, but I never had the right setup. I took this one before I took Dan's black and white photo. So I'm shooting sunrise one morning. I get a really great sunrise. This is 180 degrees from the actual sunrise, and I happened to look behind me, and I saw all of that pastel color on the horizon, a little bit of fog right on the water. The water was slick, calm, and so I turned and I got this photo, and man, I love this. And again, this is Lake Marpole in pastels. It is a 16 by 24 inch, 16 by 20 inch, sorry, 16 by 20 inch canvas gallery wrap. And the cost of this is $292. That's all, $292 for a beautiful canvas gallery wrap, 1 inch black borders, ready to hang on your wall, shipping included. You know, Andrea, it's funny. Lake Marpole, yes, there are fish there. It's not the best fishing in the world, but I have fished this exact set of trees and years and years ago. But yeah, so a lot of these. Spirit of the Swamp. I've got a buddy who was a big stick here locally. Back in the day when he fished bass tournaments, and when I posted that photo when I took it, he promised me there was a 5-pounder sitting at the base of that lone tree. And so there's a lot of stories behind a lot of these photos. Again, as all of these prints, hand signed, ready to go on the wall, guys. 292, right? Isn't that what I said? Yep. $292.99 for this incredibly beautiful 16 by 20 inch canvas gallery wrap, shipping included. Half of that money goes toward disaster relief. All right, let's find a place to put this and see what's next.
Number 12.
Number 12. Okay, it's another one that sold yesterday. For those who are just joining us, may not have heard me when I started. One of the benefits of being a collector, purchasing, is that you get early bird access to my sales events. And so I sent out the link yesterday to the sales page, which is in the description of this video. And this is one of the ones that sold. It's an 8 by 10 of a beautiful Louisiana iris, hand signed in the corner, canvas gallery wrap, 1.5 inch black border on the side. Shout out to Margaret Crawford. That's my mother. And it's always nice. It's always nice when Mom buys something. I don't know where she's going to put another print, but hey, beautiful, beautiful print. In the spring, in the swamps, you should see it. I mean, it'll just be fields of these irises, and this one actually was around Lake Verret, near Pierre Park, where the Swamp People show is. Troy Landry lives there, if y'all watch Swamp People. And it's just gorgeous. It's one of the things I love about the swamp, is that you find things like this that a lot of people don't think about. They think about the cypress trees and the Spanish moss, but look at that. Beautiful Louisiana purple iris, just gorgeous. And so Mom bought this. Purchase price was $250 and $205. I'm sorry, give my dad a heart attack. $205, and so this will be on. I'll get to see this one again. Yes, this one. Hey, Jeannie, Yes, this one actually is in my gallery. If you go and search Louisiana Iris, it is available if you'd like to purchase another print of this. There's only one of these for sale during this Hurricane Ida disaster relief print sale, but it is available on my regular gallery. Good talking to you. I'm glad you joined me. The next is another. As you can tell, I'm a swamp guy. A lot of swamp stuff. Here is nesting egret. I took this one a few years ago in the what's that place called? Where did we go paddling?
St. Martin.
It's not St. Martin. It's where we went paddling. You had the alligator next to you.
Bayou Teche.
Yeah, Bayou Teche National Wildlife Refuge. I had a guy, Tom Hamilton. Don't know if he's watching, but he came down, had never been to the swamps. It's one of the places I took him. A buddy had told me that there was a rookery back in the swamps, and I took him there, and that's where I took this. There were egrets all through the woods, and so really cool, hand signed. This is another 11 by 14 inch. Nope, 8 by 10 inch. I'm sorry, 8 by 10 inch canvas gallery wrap, $205. 1.5 inch standout, and so if you love wildlife, if you love the swamps, this puts those two together. And my mom's got a larger one version of this hanging in her house. But nesting egret. I mean, I'm not talking right. What is it? Nesting egret. Yeah. 8 by 10 canvas gallery wrap. All right.
Number 14.
Number 14. Another one that I have two versions of. Let me make sure I'm getting the right version, guys. Ah, yeah, okay. Smoky Mountains Autumn Colors. Can't wait to tell you the story behind this one because MTA is going to be back there rolling her eyes. So this is a 16 by 20 inch. Is that 20 inches? Give me that. Maybe 24. Let me check this real quick, guys. No, it's 16 by 20 inch acrylic. Now, acrylic is a really premium product, and it is amazing. The acrylics, there's something about them that just really give life and depth and color to a print, and so this is behind a 1/4 inch acrylic block, and it's just gorgeous. This was taken outside of Highlands, North Carolina, when MTA and I were up there a couple of falls ago, and it's the first time that we had actually hit the colors just right. It was incredible, and so as is usual, MTA was tired of me shooting, and she made me promise not to shoot another photo. We were leaving, heading back down the mountains, and at the end of the day, and I looked over and saw this scene and slammed the brakes on, and she just finally, out of disgust, told me, go get the photo. And this has turned out to be not only a fan favorite, but one of my best sellers. And so it's a beautiful mountain autumn shot with a wonderful lake, a little boat pier right there, and all of that wonderful color. It just draws you right into it. And again, it's on acrylic. Now, it's got corner mounts, and so I want to show you what that is. And so on each side, each corner, there's a hole, and it's got a little standout mount, a little stainless standout mount that it'll fit right there. And so it's a nice contemporary look. You just have to make sure you're pretty level, and you've got a little wiggle room to make that make your print level. But it's a neat mounting option. I have moved to a French cleat mounting as the default on my website, but you can actually get the corner mounts, the corner post mounts. Again, really cool. Contemporary look. And so that's 16 by 20 inch acrylic. The cost of that it is a premium product. It is $824. The acrylics are they are the cream of the crop. They are a lot more expensive to produce, but they are beautiful. And again, just remember, guys, half of your purchase is going to go to disaster relief. So, Smoky Mountains, autumn colors, acrylic, and beautiful.
Ryan said that's your version of just one more cast.
Yes, yes. I'm glad you get it, Ryan. It is. I had never thought about that. That's a great way to put it. MTA is not very patient with my version of one more cast. I'll just tell y'all. Even when I think I'm really not driving her crazy, I'm driving her crazy. It's what she loves so much about being on vacation with me, is that camera's always with me. Okay.
15.
All right. And what do we have next? Yep. Okay. So the number 15. And guys, I mix these up, so we'll talk about this. This is actually buying time. So let me show you this. This is old letters. I jumped the gun. That's old letters. Okay, they're the same size as 8 by 12 inch canvas gallery wraps, both of them. This is actually buying time, and again, sort of a throwback to a different time in my my photography life. We were at a junk shop, saw all of these cool old pocket watches in a display cabinet. Found a way to not get reflection from that display cabinet, and this is what I ended up with. This is a bestseller. Actually, I've sold it when I was on another platform. I do have this one in my server, but it's not on my site. But it's sort of a cool, artsy, vintage look, if you like that, sort of almost steampunkish, if you will. And again, hand signed, ready to hang on the wall. 8 by 12.
Is it an 8 by 12?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, 8 by 12. Canvas gallery wrap. Again, this one, because it's not on my site, I am going to sell it for $75, and so $75 for buying time. Becky, can you see us? I don't want to. I'm hoping I'm not cut off. Just give me a thumbs up if you can see us, because I've still got a couple more to talk about. All right. Okay, here's the second version of Festive Henderson. Again, I took this off the wall of my house, not my studio, out of my house, and so this has been hanging in my house. And oh, okay, great. You were sewing. Okay, cool. Okay, Yvette, scroll the screen down a little bit, if you will. Just go. No, yeah, there you go. So I can make sure that. Okay, thank you. This is a satin metal version of Festive Henderson. Again, just beautiful satin metal, all kinds of colors. Fall at Henderson Swamp between Baton Rouge and Lafayette, Louisiana. one of my favorites from a couple of years ago. It is, again, satin metal. It's a 16 by 16 by 20 inch satin metal, and the cost of this is $341. And so if you're interested in that, go to the link in the post description and scroll down to it, and it is hand signed. Again, shipping included. All right, guys, let's see what we got next.
Number 17.
Yep. Okay. Mrs. Christiana's. Okay. Blind River Fog. This is a print that's already been purchased. Thanks, Christiana. And it is a beautiful foggy view of Blind River near my home. And this print's going to go to Christiana. And I'm just so proud to know it's going to be hanging in her house. And so again, she's getting a hand signed print, beautiful 11 by 14 inch. Yep, 11 by 14 inch satin fine art paper on styrene backing, ready to be framed. And so be looking for that, Christiana, and thank you again. All right, let me check here one more time. Oh, let's see, I just got another order. Let's see what that is. Oh, I like that. Andrea, thank you so much again. I love, thank you for digging deep. And so that is Old Letters is sold. And so it is not available any longer. Thank you, Andrea. And it's awesome to know that you can have two of my prints hanging there now. And so I will get that out to you just as soon as possible. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Yep.
Ryan said his mom said he has to go for an order.
Oh. Should I pick it, Ryan? Go check it out and see what's available. As prints are purchased, they'll be marked sold, and so you should be able to just refresh the page if you need to make sure.
Andre said this will make 3.
I thought so. I thought so. What's the other print you tell MTA what the other print is that you bought earlier, because I can't remember now. I knew you had bought another one, but I love that. I love, guys. There is no bigger compliment than to know that my work is hanging on somebody's wall, and when somebody buys one and then comes back for more. Y'all do not understand what that means to me, both financially, but also just the encouragement it gives me as I travel around.
Andrea said the black and white born that was originally called.
Oh yes. Okay. So this is a little bit of a tangent, but I'm going to tell y'all since y'all are watching. So Andrea saw a color photo of an old barn in the Smoky Mountains that she loved, but she asked me if there was a black and white version. I quickly created a black and white version that she loved and purchased. So if y'all see something and you have a special request, please let me know, because I love working with people to get them what they want. Okay, so who likes Waylon Jennings and Willie Nelson? Raise your hands. MTA's not raising their hand, but I know a bunch of y'all are. Lukenbach, Texas. That's right, with Willie and Waylon and the boys. Okay, this is the bar at Lukenbach, Texas. What a cool place. I mean, look, you can miss it if you blink, but once you get in there and start looking around, just so many cool things. And this is the little bitty bar there. It's like one of my favorite places I've ever been, and I really like this. It is an 11 by 14 inch canvas gallery wrap, 1.5 inch black border, and it is $247. $247, shipping included, hand signing included, and man, what a cool print. I mean, it just fits so many different genres of interior decorating. So 11 by 14 inch, Lucan bar, $247. Canvas gallery wrap, heading your way. Just go to the link and buy it there. Okay. We're getting close to the end, guys. We've got another version of Smoky Mountains Autumn Colors, and this is on satin fine art paper, styrene backed, ready to be put in the frame of your choice. Nice hand signature, and again, just a gorgeous look at the Smoky Mountains during the fall colors, and one of my favorite memories with MTA. And so if you are interested in this, go to the link. It's a 16 by 20 inch satin fine art paper print. The cost is, I wrote the cost down wrong, way wrong. Let me find another 16 by 20. Well, how much is that? It's going to be about $148. Let me check something. I hope I didn't put it wrong on the website. But let me go. Check on my emails. Okay, guys, look. Go to the link, scroll down, Smoky Mountains Autumn Colors on satin fine art paper. That's number 19. And I will verify the price is correct on there. I've got a sales sheet that I printed out, and I put the wrong cost on it. But just go there to the site, and it should be correct. Okay. My favorite all-time swamp photo. I've got a lot of favorites, MTA will tell you, but this is my favorite swamp photo. It's one that took months to put together because I had to find the right place. And when I was thinking about a name for it, I just came up with Tranquility. I mean, a beautiful, beautiful 12 by 36 inch satin metal print from deep in the north part of the Chaffalay Basin. And I had this picture in my head for months before I even saw this location. It's an area I'd never been, and I went and kayaked it with MTA and tried to shoot it from that platform. Didn't work very well, and so I went on another trip, knowing that the colors were coming in. Came back, had been on the road a couple of weeks. My wife tells me to take a break, and I tell her I'll take a break when I get this. The morning after I got home, I was out in my big boat taking a photo of this, and just look at those colors, look at the details. Man, this screams the Louisiana swamp. Got the signature in the corner, and again, satin metal, my favorite print medium, and it's ready to hang, guys. This one, again, it's 12 by 36 inches, and the price is $454, including shipping. Man, if you love the swamps, this one's for you. All right, that leaves one print, one. And it's a big one, guys, and so I'm probably going to have to stand back a little bit. And yes, there's a story behind it. Okay. This is Milky Way Swamp. Milky Way swamp. I'm trying to get where those lights aren't hitting it directly. I've got some lights just sort of lighting everything up, and so I'm going to do it like that. And this is a spectacular view of the swamp. Let me get closer, and you can see it's got the Milky Way with that beautiful star tableau behind it. And
Ron says he's having problems.
Ryan, are you having trouble? That's odd. Nobody else has. Okay. Give me just a minute. Let me finish this, and I'll check it out. Milky Way swamp and 30 by 40 canvas gallery wrap. As you can see, there we go. That's a good view of it right there, and it is just beautiful. It's got a lone cypress tree, and it's got this light pollution from Morgan City down at the southern end of the Chapelai Basin. This is very near where I took Spirit of the Swamp in the middle of the Chapelai Basin, and it is just amazing. So my plan that night was to go out with some LED panels and light up some trees and just sort of play around with the little project I was working on. I broke out of the swamp onto Grand Lake, and when I did, that's what I saw. I saw that Milky Way. Now, it's not, it's not really normal in South Louisiana to see the Milky Way very much anymore because of all the light pollution. It still wasn't like being out west, but man, I was like, okay, I'm shooting it. I had my camera on a 12-foot tripod in the water with about 6-8 inches of space between the water and my camera when I took this, and it's amazing. It was so beautiful that night, so quiet out there. All you heard was alligators croaking, some birds flapping around every now and then, and fish splashing. That was it. It was me and the wildlife in the swamps. And so this is a 30 by 40 inch canvas gallery wrap. The price is $805.99, $805.99, shipping included, and half of that money is going to go to Hurricane Ida disaster relief. Okay, guys, I appreciate y'all joining me. That's a wrap. That's all of the prints. That's the 21 prints available. Ryan. Okay, Ryan, I am going to get with you here in just a few minutes and ensure that you can get where you need to go. You should be able to get to the page that lists everything through the link in the description, and then when you want to buy one, just hit that buy now button. But I'm going to check with you.
Do you want to send him the link again?
Yeah, send him that link again, and let's make sure you get what you need. Guys, if you have questions, you can go ahead and comment there. You can send me a message. And here's the last thing I want to say. I really appreciate all the purchases. The link is going to be live. I'm going to send out follow-ups, and like I say, I want to sell out. Hey, Judy, and so we're going to get these prints out as soon as we can. Along with internet problems, we are having issues with businesses being open, post office being open, shipping. Just be patient with us. We're going to get them out just as soon as we are certain that shipping is reliable, because what I don't want is to send that out and it get lost. I appreciate everybody who has chipped in. If you're on the fence, go to that link in the description of the post. Find you a favorite one. Team with me and all of those who have purchased today to raise some money for those who are really suffering after Hurricane Ida. Again, thank you for joining me. If you want to share this link out, it's going to stay on my Facebook. Y'all can share that out and bring in friends, and let's raise as much money as we can. Thank you, and let me know if you have any questions.